Okay, what are you doing? Are you focusing on yourself, keeping to yourself right now, staying in private mode, not talking, being a little bit mysterious? Because if you are, you have someone here who is very curious about what you're doing. Keeping some kind of secret? Someone might be spying. They're just very curious, trying to figure out what they did wrong. If they said they think it's about them, and maybe it is, maybe it's not. Okay, but this person, they feel like you're keeping, like they feel like you're keeping secrets. Okay, maybe it's a Pisces or Cancer. They're stressing. Okay, they're stressing and they're becoming obsessive. Very curious about what you're doing, what's going on, why you're not talking, why you're not chasing. You're definitely drawing someone actually closer or drawing them into you by just keeping to yourself. Maybe you're dealing with some anxiety or some stress yourself, and maybe you just don't want to bother anybody about it. Whatever the situation or any particular person, okay? But I'm telling you right now, you've got someone here, and you are indirectly drawing them to you, trying to figure out. They're curious. They want to know. You might even hear from them. You may in June. So let's get into this reading and see what's going on here, what this is all about. And click that like button and do subscribe. Personal reading links in the description box below. All right.
Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one.
All right, you guys, let's see what's going on here. What is the deal? I want to know, why are you, I'm curious, just me personally, I'm curious. What's going on with you that you are just not talking? You're not seeing anything. Maybe you're just trusting your intuition at this point. Okay, you have so you have the Ace of Wands. So there's a little bit of, some of you are just in this place of I don't have time to bother with anyone. I'm trying to focus on what's going to set my heart on fire. Okay, there's definitely that energy, or maybe that's a result of keeping to yourself. You might have another reason to not talk, or you're not saying anything to a certain person. Oh, you've got the Emperor here. Maybe you're trying to manifest somebody new into your life, someone that shows up in this Emperor energy. The Emperor makes me feel like someone you can trust. Okay, or you're not dealing with maybe an Aries. Okay, I kind of feel like that. Yeah, so you're on your own, right? You're just mentally even. Oh, you got the Knight of Cups. So you are, let me just tell you though, because of keeping by yourself, like I said in the beginning, somebody's falling for you. They're so drawn. It's almost like an obsession that's happening. They're becoming obsessed with you. So maybe you and this person were in communication a lot or talking a lot at some point. Something, I don't know specifically. I guess you know. I mean, what I do feel is you have a really good reason, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with just focusing on yourself. But because of that, you're showing strength. You're showing independence. You're showing that you don't need a person. Okay? And that is drawing them to be a bit more obsessive over you. Seriously, what are you doing, right? Not you, but whoever this other person is, okay? Oh my gosh, yeah, the Hierophant. This person, I'm going to tell you what, it's a little bit of unexpected for them, because I feel like this person has this expectation, or maybe they did before, that you should be where they need you to be at all times and be available at all times for them through their comings and goings. If they call you and you don't answer the phone, that's not good. That's their thinking. If you're not where you normally are, there's something else going on with you, right? This is what, and maybe there is, but it feels like your energy is you know what? It's not even your business. It's none of your business what I'm doing. Maybe something happened, something ended, or you're just pulling back, but I kind of get a sense that they have this expectation, and I feel like they're definitely going to try to reel you in. I'm getting that, yeah. They're going to try to reel you in with some nice romantic gestures of some sort. Okay, there's justice. So I kind of feel like your energy is you're doing right by yourself. And this, you might even giving out a little karma here. Or they're getting some karma. Karmic justice, right? I feel like maybe you are doing this purposefully. In other words, putting yourself first. If a relationship ended, I don't feel like you are chasing. If this person disappeared, you're not chasing. You're ignoring. You're staying out of some kind of limelight position, or you're just not interested in maybe being seen by this person. I'm hearing like they let me go. It's none of their business what I'm doing. If they let me go, why are they interested? They let me go. Why are they interested now all of a sudden? And this feels like it has something to do with some control. Like this person, I feel like, has some kind of control issue where I said, you're not where you're supposed to be for them. And they're calling the shots. They're expecting you to conform if you get out of line. Or if you don't do your usual, why aren't you conforming? And I feel like your energy is a little bit more of being rebelling against this person so you can put yourself first, you know? And so if they let you go, of course you would. Of course you're going to put yourself first. Yeah, they're definitely going to be laying it on thick and coming in quick with romantic gestures, trying to communicate with you. They're going to come forward with like some, oh, hey, guess what? Good news. I just wanted to tell you the good news. They're trying to get some kind of a rise out of you, like some kind of something out of you. They're wondering why you're not begging or chasing. You're kind of going in the opposite direction, it seems like. And that maybe that opposite direction is just inward. That's what I feel like is going on here, and it's making them more obsessed. So here's the 8 of Wands. This is Cupid's arrows. This is like a lot of communication coming in fast, fast, fast. Now, maybe they can't get a hold of you. It doesn't mean they're not going to try, okay? You may not receive it. This is only showing sending. This does not show receiving. So if you don't have a way to communicate with them, you won't even get the messages. But I'm here to tell you that you're pulling away or just doing what you need to do for yourself has got this person going crazy. There's judgment, right? So, oh my gosh, you're going to see them coming out of the woodwork in ways they never had before, because now they're going to be chasing you, but they're chasing you to put you back where they feel you need to be. And that's the position of availability for them. I feel like you're done with that. Oh, yes, you are. You are 100% done with that energy. Look at you. You're like, nope, that's definitely a kind of it's definitely a defensive move here. This is protection. You're protecting yourself. And you're definitely in some kind of like manifesting place right now. Yeah, there's the Queen of Pentacles. Cancer, Scorpio. I'm sorry. Wow, why did I say that? Maybe that's relevant for someone. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn could be relevant, right? So I feel like you're protecting your peace. This is what it feels like from a particular person. And for some of you, it's like just in general. 7 of Wands feels a lot like the 9 of Wands, where there's boundaries, or you're on that path to creating or building more boundaries for yourself. Yeah, and there you are, stabilizing the 7 of Pentacles, planting those roots. This is like you've been waiting for an opportunity to have the success that you've been seeking, and this is something where I feel like you're finding it within yourself. You know, and I do feel like you're protecting yourself. It's like you refuse to be, what's the old saying, nobody puts baby in the corner. You refuse to be put in a corner by anybody. And this is driving them crazy. Absolutely making them nuts. Look at them. Yeah, they get the 8 of Swords. This person is like incredibly insecure, or some kind of mental health issue going on, or this situation is creating a mental health issue for them. right? And I do feel like they are a very isolated person, or they isolate themselves. And those types of people, they want to isolate other people as well. They want to isolate other people as well. They don't like anyone that they have a close connection with to be free and happy and joyous. No. Misery loves company. And this person's extremely miserable deep inside. And they need you to be miserable too. But apart from that, it looks like you're not signing up for that. You might have been invited to this party, but you are not attending. And you're having your own little party in your head. Right? You got tiki torches going. You seem to be okay to me, which is good. I just feel like this person is going bonkers and will be. They're going nuts. Yeah, you're free. You're completely free. The World and the Nine of Cups, right? You're making major changes. You got a new chapter here, and it's going to be a lot to celebrate in this month. Like some kind of wish coming true. There's some money coming in, like a material kind of thing. It's more of a material abundance, better health. I feel like if you were involved with this person, you may not even realize when you were involved with them that your health was suffering, or your emotion, like, you were struggling. You may have had stress or physical ailments, and I feel like got so used to that it became the baseline for you. And, like it was so subtle that it just became a natural way for you, being involved with whoever this person is. And, being out of it, I feel like things are beginning to change. Like within your physical self, your emotional state. There's like a release here with the World card. There's no more restriction. They don't like it. And that's making them become more obsessed. And they're going to try to reel you back in, just so you know. Whether they can or not, it doesn't look like they can, but I do see that they're going to try to draw you back in. How are they going to? So we did have the Knight of Cups, so I do feel like they're going to lay it on thick. Okay, some sweetness. I feel like that's, so in other words, I don't feel like this person's going to try to lay it on you with force or anything like that. It's going to be subtle. They're going to try to kill you with kindness, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Kindness, to kind of make you feel like they're being so nice. How could you be mean back? How could you, when sometimes people do that, they it's like subterfuge. It's like they try to control with kindness. But it's really, like, if you look behind the veil, it's really manipulation and control. And the reason they do this is so they can claim plausible deniability and say, what do you mean? I was just being nice, and then make you feel guilty. Yeah, you must be on to it. I think you're on to this kind of game. Yeah, going out of their way. I don't know who this person is, but you're not with them for a reason. I can tell you that. You're not with them for a reason, and I hope that you're on to the games that they're playing here with this. It feels like some kind of emotional manipulation. I feel like this person can be smothering. Maybe they have an addiction of some sort. That they're moody. Yeah, they're definitely going to try and reunite with you. Have a reunion with you. Okay, just to get you back, put you back up on the shelf. That's it. They want you back up on that shelf. They don't like when their trophies are getting a brain and walking away like the Tin Man. Was it the Tin? Oh no, the Tin Man didn't have a heart. He needed a heart. It was a scarecrow that didn't have a brain. Yep, I'm telling you, that's exactly what I'm saying. They're going to try to reunite so you don't fully leave. You may have already left, like in their mind. You could have been gone for 5 years, and they're just now realizing that you're actually gone. What is that weirdness? I just got that. You could have been gone for a really long time and never went back, and now it's suddenly dawning on them, and now it's suddenly bothering them. I mean, however long it's been, now they're obsessed with trying to get you back. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, this person's obsessed. No, I don't think you're in danger. I don't think there's anything like that. I just think you've got someone here that is so empty inside that they need... Oh my gosh, they're just giving me something now. They need a host. Oh, they need a host. You're a host. Did you think it was love? You might have. Some of you, you wised up to this. Something felt off. Something doesn't feel right. And especially in June, I feel like you're getting in a really good place here. I hate using that word host, but that's kind of what it feels like. You know, like when a tick lands on you, it needs a host. So it has to bury itself to fill itself up. That's kind of what I feel like this is. It's disgusting. This person's like a creature, like a bug. They're like an empty shell of a person. Here's the challenges. Keep working on your inner healing. Don't stop. Keep doing that, because it's like peeling away the onion layer. Every bit of time that passes, another layer is revealed and another layer is pulled away until you get to the core of who you are. Some of you, I do feel like, lost that core or lost that sense of self even. All right, we have air signs showing up here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Significant to this reading. Open your heart. It will help you attract more love. Some of you are getting to that lock that you have over your heart. That's part of the healing. To reopen that heart space, your heart chakra even has been blocked. So your words have not been in a place of healing. They may have been in a place of blaming yourself or telling yourself that, you know, it's your fault or you can't trust yourself. And I'm telling you, no. I feel like you've got a person here who, you know, you always find out who people are, okay, once you pull away from them. Because when they have you where they want you, then they just kind of pull the wool over your eyes, and then you're kind of stuck in that position, right? And I read a lot. I watch a lot of crime. I watch a lot of psychological crime thrillers. I know this exists. All right, but see how this, you need to be careful of this person. They're very sneaky. You do. You definitely do. I don't know who this is to you. If it resonates for you, leave a comment if you know who this is. But I feel like you're definitely coming out of something, and you're going to have major growth in June, the rest of June. There's a major release. Look at that. Moving on, okay? That's really, really good for you. And you have a guardian angel, a lost loved one is watching over you. So you're not alone in this change, in this shift. Some of you might be even moving or looking to move, having a change of residence. Maybe you're going to move in with somebody, a friend, or maybe you have a new beau. You're going to move in with a new partner. Or maybe it's a family member, or just on your own. Okay, relocate. It feels like a start over. That's why the World card was there. It feels like a start over energy. They're just giving me a movie. Okay. I don't know if it's that drastic, but for some of you, maybe. I don't know. This is an old movie with, I forget her name. It's called Sleeping with the Enemy. Does anybody, all of my Gen Xers remember that movie, Sleeping with the Enemy? What was her name? The chick with the red hair. Can't draw names to save my life. She's very famous. Can't remember her name. She was in Pretty Woman. I'm just having a blank. Anyway, I'll remember it once I go through the rest of this reading. And I know you know. Thanks for posting it if you post it. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know if it's that drastic for all of you. And it's not to be used. I'm not saying that this is what you're going to be dealing with. If you saw that movie and you're like, what? I'm not saying that's what you're going to be dealing with. I just feel like it's the feeling of control, a feeling of being controlled by someone. All right, let's see Chinese signs. All right, year of the rooster, year of the goat, year of the ox, year of the tiger, year of the monkey, year of the rabbit, year of the dragon, and year of the horse. So this could be you or whoever this person is. So yeah, just keep your eyes and ears peeled for this types of energy, and know that there's, even if you've been on your own and you have met someone recently, and then you're just kind of like, you know what, it's not going to work for me. Just scooch. It's not for me. Well, to this person, oh, you're going to tell me what is what? Because I feel like this person has some control issues. There you go. Release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. You need to radically. So radical acceptance, if you haven't done so yet, is just like, you know what? Radical is like rebellious. It's like crazy wild. Okay. It's like radical acceptance means I'm not going to doubt myself. This whole situation may seem radical, but I'm not going to doubt myself. I'm going to accept that this is what I'm dealing with, make a radical decision here, and just surrender to it. And that doesn't mean allow it to keep happening. It means I've already decided this is what I'm dealing with, and there won't be any cognitive dissonance. There won't be any doubt going forward. You're going to put a label on it. You're going to put a label on that can of beans and say, I don't care what's inside of it. This is a can of beans, and that's it. I don't care if they're rotten beans. I don't care if they're purple beans. I don't care if there's only two. I don't care if there's only one. It doesn't matter to me what's inside. This is what it is. And this is how it's going to stay. And you have to kind of do that for yourself, because maybe there's someone here listening who's kind of going back and forth, because there might be a little bit of like, oh, well, no, they seem so nice and they're always very kind, but then there's something off. And so it gives me confusion. No, if it's giving you confusion, that's all you need to know, that this person is being manipulative. If it's causing, you know what? You just know. Vibes speak volumes. You just know. I don't care how nice somebody is. It's like a wolf in sheep clothing kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the sheep comes over and seems so sweet, but like when you take a closer look, you're going to see some really large fangs. And somebody's not looking hard enough, right? So time apart seems to be the way to go here. Getting that distance will definitely bring clarity, because then you won't be getting pulled into the spider's web by this person. Yeah, and especially their obsession with you as it grows and grows. God, that is so freaky. Oh my God, there's obsession. Just like I said. Who does that? That's like... That might even be a crime scene waiting to happen for some of you. You need to get out of that, or just stay out. Block, 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 block. If you're feeling this energy, I'm not a big proponent of blocking, because I feel like people are, normal people. Normal people are just like, oh yeah, it's over, whatever. We just move on, find somebody else. But these types of people know they need to be blocked. They need to be blocked. All right, let's get a couple more messages here. Oh my gosh, some of you are going to get that engagement ring. Oh man, when I say laying it on thick, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. This person might even come around and propose to you, or give gifts, or just, make some kind of like confession to you. You complete me. I love that movie, but like it is so mental. You complete me. It's kind of like, really? Do I? Like, really? I complete you? Like, aren't you a whole person? I don't feel like I want that responsibility to complete you. You know what I mean? Because like, what if I change my mind one day? Then what's going to happen to you? If you're not a whole person, you're like 3/4 of a person. I complete you. How much do I complete you? 80%? That's like all of me. And where's you? Where are you at? Yeah, I don't know. I'm talking in terms of numbers here and statistics, but I just kind of feel like, it's sweet and it's romantic. But if someone's like, you gotta consider the source. It's a sweet, like, if you're with someone that's very healthy and like, babe, you complete me. Like, it's like, aw. But when you're dealing with like a psycho or someone that's like, okay, what? You know what I mean? Side eye that right there. Side eye that big time. I know, I don't mean to laugh, but like, it's like, what? Okay. What else you got here? Yeah, you see, you're ascending, learning from the past, expansion, transcending, preparing for union in a new phase. I feel like that's where you're at. Like you're making different choices for yourself in life. You're looking at different opportunities for yourself, people, places, and things. You're getting away from this energy, and even if they come in and try to have this whole completion thing with you, I feel like some of you are ascending so high that I feel like you're not even going to be interested in this, whatever they're offering here. I just get that energy, Oh my gosh. But yeah, watch out for the signs. Look, commitment, watch out for the signs. Things are getting serious. Just watch out for the signs that I feel like this person's going to come in and try to... It's shelf energy. It's for you to get back where they need you to be, not where you need to be, where they need you to be. And if you don't have a choice in that, then you don't need to be there. All right, let's see what zodiac signs are significant to this reading. All right, you've got Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Cancer. Any others? Virgo again, Gemini, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Aquarius, Capricorn, Cancer, and Leo. Okay. All right, some dates, significant numbers, age. All right, we have a birth date of the 24th. You have the 9th, 29th, 22nd. You also have the 2nd, the 14th, the 17th, the 12th, the 3rd, the 23rd, the 10th, the 7th. Did I say that already? Don't remember. Oh, and the 7th again. 77, 72, 79, 73, the 27th, or somebody's age is 27 or 29. Somebody could be 37 or 32. Okay, let's see the names, names and initials. All right, letter F, E, letter N, R, the letter T, S, the letter P, letter L, letter I. Somebody likes Fenty, like Fenty. I'm getting Fenty. I'm getting Nessie or Vanessa. They're giving me the word pint. A pint. Somebody's an LPN. Somebody likes to surf or is a surfer. Somebody is a senior, like has a last name at like part of the, what is it? The suffix SR, like senior. Lester. Let's see. Pamela. I'm hearing Pamela. Oh, sprint. They're giving me the word sprint, like when you exercise. Sprint or print. Somebody's a printer or is printing something. Trina or Tina, I just heard. Sign, Sean, Remy. I'm not going to say that, but you see it, do you not? I don't want to get my channel plugged, but there it is. Ooh. Trent. Someone's an ENT. Someone's in the military, like a sniper. Okay, they're not giving me a whole ton of names, but I'm just... Lynn. Lee. Someone's birthday is September. Lynn or Lee. Someone's a gym teacher. Someone drives Lyft or takes the lift. Something lift. Is in a lift. Okay, let's get some charms. Very interesting, if I do say so. All right, let's mix it up here. Oh my gosh, OMG. You do have a skull and crossbones. Don't take the poison. Be careful. Be careful of the skull and crossbones, okay? There's some type of toxic energy definitely showing up here. Now you have an apple again. Okay, all right, hold on. Okay, well, anyway. That's odd. It just completely disappeared. Anyway, an apple a day keeps the toxins and the poisons away. Okay? Some kind of connection to a red apple. And again, look. You also have, here, let me show you. You also have bananas. Okay? So bananas are significant for somebody, right? Maybe that's your favorite fruit flavor, or you like bananas, or you're just like, it's bananas. Definitely like a fruit bowl. Somebody could be eating apples and bananas. I don't know. Right? Somebody's born in the year of the monkey as well. And last but not least, you do have a snowflake. Okay? Somebody's very flaky. I feel like that's whoever you're dealing with here is very flaky. But there might be snow in your area, or you live in an area where you get like heaps and heaps of snow. Okay? So definitely, I love snowflakes. I love the patterns. They're so beautiful. All right, you guys, so I'm going to leave that there. I hope that gave you some insight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you're kind of a lunatic, right? Because I wasn't really a happy reading. Anyway, link is in the description box below. Also, there is an extended reading in the comments section if you are interested to find out how you and another person, if you guys will work out. Okay, so I'm going to leave that in the comments section. It'll also be in the description box. You can go over, and that's a paid reading on my Gumroad account. It's part of yesterday's extended reading, so do go check that out. It doesn't have to be related to the extended, though. It's really just a reading about if you and your person, you know, how things are going to go. Okay, so I'll see you guys back here later.
Lord knows that I've tried to. You said